Veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practicable, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, and any other purpose. There are many ways to embrace vegan living. Let's talk about it.
Go vegans! Go vegans!
Hello, how is everyone? I hope you are hanging in there, locked down like you love someone. Animals don't have a way to speak for themselves in a way that, majority of people understand. I mean, when you spend time with any animal, you eventually learn and you can communicate with them because, communication is not just language. But majority of people don't view animals as being anything like human beings, actually, which is really not accurate at all. Chickens, for instance, when they hatch, they are born with the cognitive ability for object permanence, meaning, like, if they see something, if you put a little birthday candle in front of them, okay, and then you put a curtain in front of it, they know that the candle is still there. In fact, they'll probably go around to find the candle and go get it. I mean, they wouldn't go get the candle, but it's just an example, and it was a bad example, but it doesn't matter. Object permanence, okay? And humans, we do not develop that mental ability until we are about 18 months old. So it's pretty awesome how that animal has that ability right off the bat. It's just really super, super cool and wonderful. And we miss out on that. We don't know a lot about these animals. All we know is what they taste like. And when you really look at the reality, and that's what I had to do. I had to look at the reality and learn. I had no idea that animals were selectively bred, all of them, to be certain sizes, to produce a certain amount of wool, to lay a certain amount of eggs, all of it. I had no idea. I didn't know that sheep were selectively bred to produce far more wool than they ever would. And then when that declines, their wool production declines, they're slaughtered, of course. And it's just really terrible. It's really terrible that human beings have stepped in and played, the hands of nature. Like, we are so great and mighty and know so much. We think we have the right to selectively breed and to artificially inseminate animals when we don't even have the ability to not destroy our planet. We think we have the right to kill animals for fashion, for taste, for convenience and whatnot, when we don't even know how to sustain our own planet. I mean, what do we think we are? Some kind of super beings? Some kind of mighty chosen ones? It's absolutely ludicrous when you really think about it. And I was so guilty. I advocated for grass-fed, free range, cage-free, you name it, man. I was there and I was spending that extra dollar. But I don't do that anymore. I watched Earthlings. And my best friend, 3 years, she gently spoke the message to me. And finally, after watching Earthlings and everything that she had said to me just crashing down on me, basically, that was it. And I just cleaned out my fridge July 18th of 2019. But, the animal rights movement is not a call for animals to be able to, do everything that humans do, because obviously they couldn't. But it's a call for them to be able to live their own life and not be bred into existence to be killed, to not be selectively bred into existence to be killed, to not have pigs and bulls and turkeys and male fish being jacked off, sexually stimulated to take their semen, to put it in those female animals. To take their babies, to put them in the slaughterhouse, selectively bred animals to where little 6-month-old pigs look as big as an adult. I mean, it's just absolutely horrific what we are doing. Imagine, if humans were in this situation, which they pretty much were back in the slave days, and in the Holocaust. They were shackled, they were tortured, they were forced, they were exploited, they were murdered, they were raped, they were sold, they were separated from their families, their babies were killed. I mean, everything the animals are going through, humans went through. So, why do we have that disconnect between humans, non-humans, and human animals? Why do we have that disconnect? Why is there that cutoff when there is something so relevant right there that connects, the two? There's just something real relevant there. These animals have the capacity for pain. They are sentient, meaning they are aware of their existence. They have desires, they have likes and dislikes, they have emotions. Now, maybe not the same emotions, well, the same as in angry, sad, frustrated, but maybe not for the same reasons or expressing those emotions in the same exact way as us. But again, they feel pain, they are sentient, and they have a desire to live and make their own choices, and we're robbing them of that for the sheer fact that we like the way they taste. And it's unnecessary. We don't have to eat animals anymore. There's no need to anymore. We can grow wonderful plants in small areas, being ecologically friendly. We could feed the world through a plant-based food system. We don't have to do this. We do not have to do this. It's just, I think that it's the indoctrination. It's the humans when we're born. As soon as we're born, I mean, pretty much most babies are drinking cow mammary secretion instead of nursing their own mother. And I am just so thankful that I nursed both of my boys, and I did not bottle feed them. I nursed them, and I'm really happy for that. Actually, that is not true. When I was winging Jay, and I didn't really want to wing him, but I had a little pressure from my mother-in-law. She was like, come on, and I was like, okay. And I did supplement cow's milk. Of course, it was that organic, and I would mix it with a little bit of tea, because I thought it would make it taste good or whatever, but so that was a mistake I made. But during the time I was nursing for the 13 months and 2 weeks for Jay, I didn't ever do formula or supplement anything. I woke up all through the night and nursed him. Same with Warren. I nursed Warren for 2 years and 5 days. And never, of course, did any bottle feeding with Warren at all. We live in a world where everything is from the animals right from the get-go. And these big industries, these huge corporations with a lot of money and a lot of power, a lot of corporate-funded studies out there. I mean, it's not like a big secret either. You can just scroll down to the bottom of the study and you can read who it's funded by. And when you read the studies that seem to be supporting animal agriculture and the health benefits of drinking cow's mammary secretion, well, when you scroll down, you see who they're funded by. The dairy industry, and the meat industries. It's just terrible. The egg industries, all of it. So that's where the power is, in seeing the animal's experience and making that connection, and choosing if you're going to abuse animals or not abuse animals by your life choices. All right.
You want to paint your nails, ladies and dudes out there? You can use the vegan versions right here. This is Pacifica brand. Whoops, I'm not even showing you the thing. This is Pacifica brand. It's 100% vegan. This is actually kind of a blue, cloudy color. You want to floss teeth vegan style? You can do it with Woo Bamboo. It's right here. No, I'm just being a dork. You want to put some diaper cream on your baby because you're using them cloth diapers? Well, you can do it vegan style. You want to put a little leave-in conditioner in your kid's curly hair? Then you could do it vegan style, and you could recycle this bottle too. You want to smell good? You could do it vegan style. Look, perfumed hair and body mist. Vegan style.
It's real simple too. You can do your canned foods, you could do your rice, you could do your grains, you could do your lentils, you could do your fresh fruits and vegetables. It's so easy. It's so easy. Corn on the cob, you know what I'm talking about? Your mashed potatoes. It's delicious. You can do your tofu stir fry, your fresh edamame. I mean, there's so many options, and it's so easy. I think it only gets real hard when you try and do a bunch of like meat substitutes all the time, and sometimes it's more pricey. But we will see the price go down on those products. We really will. Veganism is on a rise, and so it's at critical mass. The movement is at critical mass. So before you know it, all these things will be really affordable. That's the connection that we're missing, is that the animals have the capacity for pain. It doesn't have to be that they feel everything exactly the way that we do. That's not the point, you know. The point is that we need to respect and understand that they deserve the fundamental basic rights, you know, of living beings. And that when we honor them, we honor our planet and we honor our own existence. And of course, it's not, you don't go vegan for you. You don't go vegan for your health. You go vegan for the animals, you know? And I think what extends off of that, though, I really will say is, yes, we go vegan for the animals 100%, but also I believe we do go vegan for the planet, because without the planet, these animals don't have anything, you know? And that's the reality. You know, we have to protect the oceans, and the fishing industry is destroying the oceans. We are just at a point where we're not going to even have any life in the sea in the next few decades. And that's really depressing.